The major issue at the center of this gist is the recent conviction of Nnamdi Kanu. His sentencing has created a heavy mood across the southeast, with many people shocked, confused, or uncertain about what comes next. For years, Kanu has been the voice of a movement that changed conversations in Nigeria. Whether you support him or not, nobody can deny that his presence shaped politics, security, and identity across the region. So now, with a life-changing judgment delivered, people are reacting in different ways. This is where Senator Uzor Kalu enters the conversation. Shortly after the sentencing, the senator made comments that drew attention. He said the agitation associated with IPOB led to huge losses in the southeast, losses in lives, businesses, and stability. He urged people not to react emotionally, but to accept the court's decision and focus on peace. His statement has been interpreted by some as leadership, by others as criticism of Kanu's movement. And that's why the headline paints it as if Kalu is mocking or exposing something.
When we focus solely on Nnamdi Kanu, we have to solve this problem holistically. Because there are over 30,000 Igbos that were killed, people that have their shop and no shops, people lost their businesses. I used to sell my products in manufactured products, our own manufactured products in Abia, in Aba. I know what the numbers were, and people are just talking about soldiers killed and all the rest of them. There are many people that lost their jobs. There are many people that lost their shops. There are over 30-something thousand Igbos that were killed in this process, and nobody talked about them. The problem of Nnamdi Kanu is what we need to solve. Political process. Not so longer like Biafra, Ojukwu, and Mascot Uzor Kalu propounded. I saw in the news that they should stop the noise. They should focus on the settlement with the federal government. Let me tell you, I have been working with the federal government of Nigeria on how to solve this issue. And nobody should question the decision of Justice Omotosha, because Justice Omotosha's question is a judgment of the court. Once the court says, what we should start looking now, the Nnamdi Kanu people are going to appellate court, and we are using the political sides to solve the problem, because this is the area I know. I'll be contacting the Attorney General to advise the President, to advise people who are concerned on how we solve this problem. If you want, I can take you to memory lane. If I want to take you to memory lane, when I wanted to join the APC in 2016, may he so rest in peace, President Buhari, with his Minister of Justice and with the Director of SSS, they found a way and supported, because I told them I won't join the party if Nnamdi Kanu is not released on bail to fail trial. If I cannot tell you, but if you say you ask people to keep people, you must fail trial. But I wanted him to be in his house, and even they were to release him to my house. I told them no. Where I live is sensitive. Release him to Omaya. We walked. Alhaji Lawan Daura is alive. And my names, Malami is alive. They all helped to make sure that he was released on bail. I can't go further. I know the pressure. May he so rest in peace. I know the pressure I personally put on President Buhari before he was released in April 2017. If people, other Igbos died, nobody's even talking about Igbos that were killed. Nobody's talking about people that own shops that are no longer working. I have my mother's friend that have a rice shop. The woman who owe my mother about 4.2 million naira. They ransacked the whole shops and the woman went bankrupt. And nobody talks about it.
Or the police officers that were killed.
Oh, no, I'm not, because they were mentioned in the court. The court never mentioned 30,000 something Igbos that were killed. The court never mentioned about people that lost their business and run away from their villages. It's not something, I don't let me to go emotional here. Because it's not something anybody can discuss. A lot of Igbos were killed, Sean. A lot of Igbos were killed. If you don't know it today. Let Igbos stop being emotional. I want us to settle down and go on our knees and find a way that the man can be released. It's part of my job to do it.
Is it possible that Nnamdi Kanu can take responsibility of the course of action or whatever happened?
Well, I don't know. I'm not him. I know my discussion. I promised President Buhari. I know my discussion with me and Nnamdi Kanu. I was the first that saw him in 2016. I was the first that saw him when he came from Kenya. I know my discussion with him. The DSS are there. They had my discussion with him. Remember, Sean, I own the Sun newspaper. On 4 occasions, President Buhari wanted to prescribe Sun newspaper, that the only newspaper that are supporting Nnamdi Kanu. And the other is not owned by Igbos. But I told the journalists that work in Sun newspaper that Sun is a public trust. Write what you see. Because the federal government then wanted Sun to stop putting Nnamdi Kanu on the front page of the paper. I'm not for against anybody. I'm for true free press for anybody. The press must be free. Without Louis Audio is your colleague. When he left at the Sun editor for 5 years, he wrote at the back of the Nation, where he went to be editor of one of the title of the Nation newspaper, that Outrage is the best publisher I have seen. I never asked him to subtract. If you ask Femi Adesina, he will tell you the same thing. If you ask Eric Osage, Tony Oyima, all the people, may his own recipes, they will tell you, I have never interfered.
What happens next? Who fills the vacuum? Will the agitation reduce or will it intensify? These questions are real and they are shaping the tension in the region right now. For many people in the Southeast, the pain is not just about politics. Families have lost loved ones. Businesses have been affected. Young people have faced fear and confusion. Some believe Kanu fought for justice. Others believe his style brought conflict. That mixture of emotion has created a complex picture. And that's why statements from leaders like Uzor Kalu spark strong reactions. When he says the region must remain calm and avoid emotional decisions, some see wisdom, while others feel insulted. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you understand how layered this matter is. On the political side, Kalu's statements raise questions. Some believe he is positioning himself for future leadership in the Southeast, especially if the region shifts into a new phase without Kanu's direct influence. When the headline says plans exposed, it taps into this idea that politicians may be preparing for a new political landscape. Whether this is true or not is a matter of interpretation, but the timing of his comments certainly sparked reactions. What your viewers should pay attention to is the emotional temperature of the region. The Southeast is going through a delicate period. With this judgment, people are feeling everything at once: sadness, anger, confusion, hope, fear. And leader statements carry extra weight during moments like this. A single word from a senator, governor, or elder can either calm people or trigger further debates. This is why this story is powerful. It mixes personal pain, political ambition, regional identity, and national consequences. And the headline captures that tension by suggesting that Kanu was a fear to some people, and now that he's gone, others are revealing themselves.